Good afternoon, everyone joining me here in Ghana and abroad. Thank you for joining me today. And as earlier introduced by the moderator, Madam Ernestina, my name is Prescott, Ofori Nyamekye. And in this session, we will delve into the vast potential and substantial risks associated with AI language models. As the topic says, the potential misuse of AI language models. So we are going to look at the unveiling risks and ethical challenges with the use of these generative AI tools. So we will discuss how these models can revolutionize fields such as education, healthcare, and customer service by providing personalized assistance, improving accessibility, and generating creative content. However, it is crucial to balance these innovative benefits with some critical examination of the challenges they pose to us as we are using these tools. So I'm going to address pressing issues such as the spread of misinformation, where AI generated content can easily mislead audiences, or I and you, that's what I mean. And I know we believe we've heard about the emergence of what we call the deep fakes. Okay, with this deep fakes I'm talking about, it can manipulate reality and erode trust and inherent biases that may perpetuate some stereotypes and discrimination. So I encourage you all to jot down and any questions or thoughts that arise during your discussion, as there will be some time for questions and answers as well. So I'm open to receive every questions. I'm open to receive any comment you have. And please trust me, our discussion here, because now the use of these generative AI tools has become so popular, I would love to hear from you all, so you share your experiences while we are having this session. Thank you very much as I'm zooming into what we have today. So let's look at the outline. So we are going to look at some introduction and why this matter, why this topic. Why are we going to talk about AI language models, the applications and benefits these language models uses, the risks and misuse of these AI language models, and the real world cases of misuse of these AI tools. So we are going to look at all these things. You can see it's as short as you can see as I have projected. We are going to have an exciting discussion. Okay, great. While we are looking at the risks and misuse, let's also think about the real world cases of what I mean by this misuse. Okay, so please let's take note of all these things. We are going to also look at some responsibility and accountability we need to take into consideration, and some ethical considerations. I believe some of you here are experts. You've heard something about responsible AI. Responsible AI. So we are going to look at the scenarios and use case of this responsible AI. We are also going to look at some proactive measures for safer AI. And then we are done for the day. I believe we are ready. So today, I will engage in a thoughtful discussion on a range of pivotal topics related to AI language models. So I will begin by clearly defining what AI language models are. So defining this, you can jot it down. This AI model, language model, are architecture such as some neural networks and natural language processing techniques that enable them to understand, and generate human-like text. Please, can I repeat what I said, or I should continue? So, AI language models are architectures such as neural networks and natural language processing, that is NLP, techniques that enable them to understand and generate human-like text. So this foundational knowledge we've gotten from here, we are going to set the stage for our exploration of the diverse application these models have across various sectors. Next, we will delve into the specific benefit that AI language models bring to sectors such as the media, where they assist in content creation and enhance user engagement and businesses, where these businesses, I would say, help streamline customer service through chatbot and improve decision making with data analysis, healthcare, where they aid in diagnosis and what? Patient communication. Also, education, where it provides personalized learning experiences and tutoring support. I, as an instructor, also rely on this kind of AI language models to help me prepare better content for my students. So, in our discussion, we are going to focus on some significant challenges associated with this use of these AI tools. And these AI tools I am hammering on is these generative AI tools we are using, such as ChatGPT, Grok, DeepSeek. AI models are sophisticated machine learning algorithms, as we know, specifically designed to generate text that closely mimics human writing styles and patterns. I know you all can testify that with the use of ChatGPT, sometimes as students try to use this to ChatGPT to, do the assignments. And as soon as they do the assignment, what they think of is to humanize this words AI is giving them. So they go on to use other AI tools available to humanize it. I know some of you are interested in Cobalt, Grammarly, and the other likes, so that your lecturer won't see that you copied directly from AI. Great, I know that. So while you are copying using all these things, you think you're through, but the instructor has some level of experience to see that this is what you did. You want to copy, and this is what you did, and this is what you presented to him. So my question here is for us to understand what these AI language models are. Okay, we know that these AI language models is readily available to us for us to just use, but there is some technical background behind these things. Mind you that these AI models were trained based on these machine learning algorithms, and it has been designed to generate some text that closely mimics like we humans have written it. Though when we were training these models, there was a human who fed that model with what? Vast data. And now the way it will respond to you, you feel like, hey, the thing is real, it's human. Some people believe in AI more than themselves. So everything they want to do, they rely on these AI tools, the ChatGPT, the Poe AI, and other AI tools. But the background is that these models are trained on vast and diverse data sets, which allow them to understand the context, the syntax, and semantics, enabling effective performance across a wide range of what tasks. So as I said, I have these examples like the ChatGPT and the likes, the Claude AI, the Bard, the Gemini. I know most of you use those kind of AI tools. Since these AI models exhibit exceptional capabilities in several areas, including this AI generating some text for us, some stories, some images, and the likes. Okay, people are more geared to use these tools more than any other thing without even thinking. So some time ago, there was a discussion that these AI tools readily available to us is making people lose their job. It's making people lazy in their sectors. It's going to take people's job because now your boss will be like, "What's your use here? Let's fire this guy. This AI tool will do everything for us." But the truth about these AI tools is that it's just going to enhance our business. It's just going to enhance us take better decision. Okay, so it serves like a guide to us. Now, with this real world cases I'm giving now, my question here is that have you had the opportunity to use or observe any of these models in action, or do you have any specific experiences or insights you would like to share? So during our Q&A session, I would love to hear these things from you all. Now let's look at these applications and benefits of these AI tools. So since artificial intelligence, AI in short, provides some vast array of benefits and applications across numerous fields. So fundamentally transforming how we operate and make decisions, okay, as I earlier stated. Some key advantages and specific examples of how AI is being effectively applied in various industries. We are going to go through. We have the content creation aspect, we have the customer service and education. There are more to that, but I will hammer on these three. So now we have these advantages here with us. So you can bear with me that AI has increased efficiency. Someone will ask how. Now, AI systems can automate mundane and repetitive tasks, such as data entry and scheduling, and is freeing up employees to focus on more complex creative projects. For instance, let's look at this. A customer service department wants to utilize an AI-driven chatbot. Okay, this AI-driven chatbot can handle basic inquiries, or what we call enquiries. Okay, enquiries 24/7, allowing human agents to what dedicate time to more challenging customer issues, thereby improving overall productivity. Let's look at some use case. Okay, so when there was this introduction of this eSIM, okay, I wanted to inquire more about how this eSIM, how I can activate it on my phone. So I then visited MTN, their website, okay, and I saw that your chatbot popped up and asked me blah blah blah. So I was trying to prompt the chatbot, this is this and this is what I want. So when I fed my questions to this chatbot, the chatbot was answering me though, but I wasn't getting the exact thing I wanted. So it referred me, it asked me that, do you want me to refer you to an agent? And I was like, oh yeah. So this agent I'm talking about is not the same AI tool, that is a chatbot, but rather referred me to a human agent, that is um, their customer service representative. And then I had the opportunity to speak out whatever thing I wanted to, know and do. And, I had the answer. So gone are the days when you wanted to inquire about this kind of things, you keep on calling, they will not pick, and they'll tell you that try again later and those kind of things. Now you have this AI tool readily available. Now you can, speak to this AI tool for some time. If it still can't, address your issue, it will then refer you to the appropriate person. Okay, good. That is how efficient this AI model or language model does. It has also improved accuracy. Okay, so the background, I know we have non-tech guys here. So there are some AI algorithms. So if we talk about algorithms, step-to-step process in solving things, which have been designed to analyze some extensive data sets with remarkable precision. So in healthcare, I would say that AI-powered tools can assist these radiologists by accurately identifying some anomalies, okay, in medical images, such as tumors in MRIs and CT scans. And I can say that it has significantly reduced the likelihood of human error in diagnosis. First, before you go to the hospital, this kind of thing, they will do some try and error stuffs. Now, these tools are there already. It detects what is wrong, and then it informs these medical guys to, treat you accordingly to what the diagnosis says. Okay. You can also bear with me that some of the benefits we are getting from these AI language models is that we are getting some real-time insight. So this real-time insight, the ability of AI to process data, um, enables organizations to react swiftly to changing conditions. So, for example, let's look at something. Retailers can use AI analytics to monitor sales patterns in real time. So, someone may ask, how does it do it? Okay, so if you talk about AI is broad. So we have sub sessions of AI branches, okay, where we have the machine learning. Now we've heard about data analysis, Power BI, R programming. We've heard about Power BI and the likes. So all these are readily available. Now you have the data sets. You just write some small code and then you train the data. It will predict blah blah blah. And you present your visualization to the people. So there's recently we had election. You saw this visual representation, who is winning, who is losing, and the other likes. Okay, so all these are there to help us make some real-time insights or inform decisions about businesses. It has also enhanced some personalized experiences. Okay, so this AI technology allows companies to create some individualized interaction based on user preference and behaviors. So let's take, for instance, an e-commerce platform use AI algorithms to analyze the purchase history and browsing behavior to offer some personalized product recommendation, enhancing some customer satisfaction and loyalty. So these AI tools can, know the kind of goods you normally like. Just recently I was, browsing through TikTok, okay? I was browsing through TikTok and I saw something that I was in a mood myself. So the video suggestion I was getting, I was so surprised that why is it that today when I logged on to TikTok, it's giving me this? So I did some little research and I saw that no, now there is some AI backing to study. So it works just like how cookie stores our data, our normal prompt. Okay. So I saw it, I was like, now TikTok, they are enhancing some styles because this is what I had. This is the mood I was in. I'm getting these suggestions, video suggestions, and it was coming. So if they see that I don't like it, then it turns to the normal one. I don't know whether you have such experience, but I experienced this some time ago. Okay, so it has enhanced my personalized experience also. So we have more advantages, cost reduction. We have this 24/7 availability. Someone will tell me that ChatGPT is 24/7, it doesn't sleep. You go there, go and ask ChatGPT question, it will give you an answer. And this AI, applications have helped in predictive analysis. So to the data guys, they can bear with me. So now we can see that this AI, the benefit is a lot. Now, this benefit we are talking about, where has this AI tools been applied at? So healthcare, I know some of you have something to say about healthcare, finance, retail, manufacturing, transportation, education, entertainment, cybersecurity. AI is doing a lot. So, in short, I want to say that this AI is becoming an integral part of various industries, okay? And it's driving efficiency and innovation and personalized experiences. While we are benefiting from this, please take note. There are some deep sides about this AI language tool or generative AI tools we are using. Very soon, we are going to zoom into that. Now, let's look at some risks of this AI tool. First on my list is what? Disinformation. Disinformation. I know we can have some practical examples. Okay, so let me limit to our country here, Ghana. When we were in the election year, we heard certain audio which was all over that one former president is saying this, that people have short memory. Someone too says that let's finish them. You are going to win the election one time. This audio pop up. I know most of you saw it. So I was there and I was like, this voice, it started like the person is talking, but at the end you can see that the way the person is slanging is different. So I am telling you that while we are relying solely on these AI tools, you should know that it spreads false information. So you can see that the AI tool has been trained. So we have the speech to text, and this is the speech function I'm talking about, where they scripted something and they train the voice to seem like the person is the one talking. So there's a word to that called deepfakes. So I know US it happened there to make the candidate unpopular. So we should, be careful about that. That these AI tools we are talking about can spread false news. Another thing is that impersonation. So this impersonation bit can be like your worker or your junior staff can feel like my boss like writing this kind of things. Now let me pick his ideas and try to use AI to write it like I'm writing it like my boss is what rather writing it. So for example, I know people now go to their rooms and try to create some fake recommendations for people to travel abroad. So they'll go there, write a recommendation like you are my lecturer. Now this is trying to impersonate, and I don't know, I've not tried it, but someone told me that even it can guess a signature. I was like, hey, which AI tool can guess a signature? So I'm yet to try it myself, but I think that it will be best for us to also stay informed so that we wouldn't fall as a victim. So you can see that with this impersonation bait, you can see from the slides what is saying. Now, this AI tool can also be biased. It can be biased, very biased, very, very biased. So with this bias of this AI tool is because it has been trained on certain data set. So I can put some data set there that if it's a black man talking, don't mind that black man. Don't mind that black man. Say something that will affect the black man and those things. So let me give you something. So let's look at facial recognition system, which has been trained, okay, which has been trained predominantly on images of lighter skinned individuals like fair people. Okay, so you can see that it may perform poorly on individuals with darker skin tones. So you can see that there's some bias here. So this bias can lead to unfair treatment in critical areas such as hiring practices or loan approvals and law enforcement. So when I come to the workplace and the system has been designed, the facial recognition system has been designed that if the person is dark, don't authenticate the person to enter the office. You can see that I'll be standing outside. Why? But a white man will come and stand there, and the white man is allowed to enter. There are some AI systems which has been trained on basically on that. Also, while we are looking at some risks, this AI has been, I would say that it has some privacy violations. Some of the risks some privacy violations. You see, these AI technologies, I don't know whether you have stood closely or, just try to imagine certain things that happen when we are using. Okay, so some AI technologies, I would say, often requires access to large data sets. So these data sets can include personal and sensitive information. Now, the misuse of AI in surveillance or data mining can lead to invasive monitoring and significant breaches, okay, and of privacy. So, for example, like this facial recognition technology I mentioned earlier can be used to track individuals without consent, raising ethical and legal concerns. So, some time ago, when we were having our e-skills for job, I had the opportunity to interact with people who joined our Microsoft AI. We learned some concepts of responsible AI. There are some ethics, code of conduct for we, the developers or AI experts, to consider to build these AI models. If we didn't have this ethics, people would have built AI models and even try to exclude we Africans. I'll say that. Okay, but since we have this responsible AI, okay, in place, now this development of these tools are not left, anyhow. There are some sense of what security in there, but I know there are more AI tools readily available. Some even require you to enter certain information. I will tell you that please don't enter the exact thing. I would advise you that when you're using these AI tools, don't use your official email. You can create a dummy email on Yahoo, Gmail, any email, okay, and use that for your staffs, your personal research and staffs. But if you go and sign in with your, with your what should I say, with your official email, you're exposing yourself. Maybe this official email contains some data which is official to you and your company, and then you get to see that. Now you go to the AI tool and go and type who is the head of this. Maybe your position is not out there publicly, but you type it and then your position comes. You'll be like, hey, me too, I'm on the search like that. So me recently I was typing Prescott, who is Prescott Ofori, Nyamekye, and I saw that, hey, it has some information about me. Quickly, I didn't hesitate. I saw that there's this concept of deep learning and staffs, deep learning staffs there. So I wasn't surprised. You see, so please, while we are using this AI tool, we should, be careful. There are some security risks also, so we should take note and other stuffs. Let's zoom in to see more use case scenarios. Now let's see some real cases of misuse of these AI tools. Okay, I have 3 here. So first on my list is deepfakes. We have the automated propaganda. Okay, and we have phishing scams. Okay, now let's look at this real world case of this misuse of artificial intelligence and their lessons. Okay, good. So the misuse of AI technologies presents several challenges that can have some significant implications across various sectors. However, we need to examine these cases provided. Okay, so let's look at something. So I had these use cases from some videos I watched. So an issue happened at Cambridge. So the issue that happened at Cambridge was that the case highlighted some critical need for some stringent data privacy regulation. Okay. So it was analyzing some personal data from millions of Facebook users without consent. So I wasn't surprised that my information the person typed in ChatGPT gave the person some idea about who I am. I was like, oh, so after ChatGPT generated the information, okay, it gave some web links where it picked my, information. So I saw the searches. LinkedIn was first because me, I sleep there. I sleep there. So it had some information about me from LinkedIn, where I work, and some stuffs. I know you can also sit down right here if you have some social media. This thing you type, who is this? Type your full name there. You get some, information about yourself. So the issue that happened at Cambridge was that it was analyzing some personal data from millions of Facebook users. Yes, I know someone has written OSINT. So those into cybersecurity, I know you've heard about that name. Okay, good. So analyzing some personal data from millions of Facebook users without their consent was happening at Cambridge. So this incident led to targeted political advertisement that manipulated voter behavior. So with this use case, you get to see that it underlines the importance of transparency in data handling and the necessity for organizations to prioritize user consent in their data practices. So it is a responsibility of our data protection unit to keep our data very safe so that it wouldn't be open to anyone. Just like that, to see our information and then try to take maybe some deep actions against us. Also, let's look at deepfakes. Deepfakes in politics. I'm going to highlight on this thing because deepfakes, now, if we don't take care, as AI tools has been introduced, maybe they can pick your voice or something, maybe a statement you made, but it would be edited and add more words to it. Okay. And then it can even, end you up to maybe the prison or, any love institution or something. So this deepfake technologies potential is very potential for creating some misleading political content calls. So I would entreat that there should be an establishment of these robust media literacy programs. Okay, very well. So that these deepfakes I'm talking about is there already. You can go there and go and do pick someone's audio. Maybe the person said Nyamekye and or God bless you, and then the person go and add maybe God bless you, but add certain goddess or godly people's name into that, and be like, hey, this person say he's this or that. You get it? So well, we should understand that this technology that is AI tool, though is helping us, but can create some false news against us. Also, some facial recognition misuse is also there. I've cited a lot of scenarios where they can train the data because all this face recognition is tied to what we call the computer vision. Okay, computer vision CV. How can computer can see and detect something? Okay, yes, CV, the concept of computer vision. So when I train maybe the facial recognition using only white people or white skin people or light skin people, and then you, the dark man like me, you go and stand there and the door doesn't open. It is AI. People are confused there. People were thinking that hey, AI is just the chat GPT tool, and they'll say AI cuts across. It cuts across. This facial recognition system are all AI tools readily available. We are using it. But while we are using it, we should also be careful and mindful. Though, I will tell you that with these language models, that is these generative AI tools, we should be careful not to feed our right information to them. Don't give them your information. Don't go and drop it there. Maybe I am Prescott, I am this, I am that. It will take it, save that data. Another day, go and save this. Another day, go and save this. One day, someone go and type me something. So, who is this Prescott guy? And then you go and bring all your news, what you do at the dark side, or everything will come. So, these cases of AI misuse offer some critical lessons for the responsible development and deployment of these AI technologies. That's why I'm saying that now this AI development stuff that is going on. Now we've informed these developers to be considerate about this responsible AI ethics, which is there already, which is guiding them. So by addressing these ethical considerations, though they have been informed, but maybe you, the users, need to stay informed too, so that you wouldn't, end yourself up in this mess. Okay, good. So I'll say that. So by addressing this ethical consideration, establishing meaningful regulations, and promoting public awareness, just like what I'm doing, we can harness the transformative potential of AI while mitigating some risk and some constructive dialogue among what stakeholders, governments, businesses, and the public. And I think it will be very essential to create a future where AI benefits everyone in society without anyone falling as a victim. Now let's look at some responsibility we have. Okay, I mentioned that developers have their responsibilities, organizations have their responsibilities, and users also have their responsibilities. So now I'm speaking to we users. I know developers are here, I know organizations are also here. Okay, so as a user, I have my guide I need to follow. Okay, so you know that in today's rapidly evolving technological landscape, okay, particularly with the rise of artificial intelligence, understanding responsibility and accountability has become paramount. You should know what you are responsible of and what you are going to account for. These two words. So this concept is going to help mitigate the risks associated with the development and deployment of these AI systems, ensuring they can contribute positively to what society. Now let's look at developers. What you need to do as a developer. So developers play a crucial role in shaping the ethical landscape of what? AI. So they must prioritize ethical practices by employing diverse training data that accurately reflect a wide range of demographics and perspectives. So this approach minimizes some biases that could lead to unfair or discriminatory outcomes. So furthermore, these developers, what I mean is that they have to design some AI systems that are not only transparent, but what? Interpretable. It should have a clear meaning. It should be clear in its interpretation. Okay? Good. So this means that we are creating user-friendly interfaces that allow users to understand how decisions are made. And this is going to promote user trust and facilitate informed decision making. Also, authorities or organizations, but let me hammer on authorities like our government. So governments and regulatory bodies are responsible for establishing some comprehensive legal framework, okay, that governs the use of AI or technologies. So these regulations must be clear, precise, and very adaptive to the fast-paced nature of technological advancement. So key areas of focus can include accountability measures that ensure developers and organizations which must be held responsible for both the intentional and unintended consequences of their AI systems. So authorities should also prioritize public safety and some ethical standards in technology, implementing some guidelines that promote fairness, privacy, and security. Also, companies or what we call organizations, they also have their responsibility to also perform. So organizations involved in AI development implementation must create robust oversight mechanism and effective risk management strategies. This includes continuous monitoring of AI systems, performance in real-world scenarios to identify some potential biases and inefficiencies. Okay, so this organization should have procedures in place for addressing some misuse of their own technology they have developed, including harm caused by malicious applications or some operation failures. So it's very crucial that these companies align their practices with some established ethical standards. I know some of you have heard about the IEEEs, right? So these are, so they can be established under these standards like the IEEEs, which ethically aligned design or the the design or the EU's guidelines, European Union guidelines for trustworthy AI, which is going to ensure their AI systems are reinforced societal what values. Also, to we the end users, we are benefiting from these AI technologies. So we, these users of AI technologies, hold significant power in fostering accountability within the AI ecosystem. So by staying informed about the capabilities and limitations about the use of these AI tools, okay, I would say that users can critically evaluate the output generated by these systems. So this involves re-understanding the potential biases and questioning the rationale behind these AI decisions. So I'll say that users should actively voice their concerns or experience with the use of these AI technologies to encourage these developers and companies to prioritize ethical practices and enhance their system accordingly. So if you know that you are using this AI to like ChatGPT, which was created by OpenAI, you need to voice out or give your reviews to OpenAI so that things you see that OpenAI is doing, they have to go back and correct it and conform to these guidelines. Someone was saying that I'm using international like the IEEE's and this. So we have the Ghana Data Protection Regulation, right? GDPR, right? Good. So all these people have to help in the fight of this misuse of these AI tools. They have to look at the how these applications operate so that we the users we don't stay at the dark side of these AI tools. So also with the responsibility, the last one I have on my table is that we have some collective responsibility we need to do. So this collective responsibility is we addressing these challenges posed by this AI requires that our concerns are voiced out, and we need to also collaborate with some regulatory authorities like the GDPR and the NITA and the other, because NITA formulates policies, okay, with these companies here, organizations or agencies here in Ghana, that this is what we are facing with the use of these tools. So we need to get some reports and those things from them so that we know which AI tool is best for us to use. So if these regulatory authorities or companies and end users like we are essential to create some responsible framework for this AI usage that is going to prioritize safety, transparency, and fairness. So please put it at the back of your mind that if you are using this AI tool, make sure that it is safe, it's very transparent, and it's also fair to you. So we can have certain initiatives such as public consultations, can have some interdisciplinary research collaboration and stakeholder forums which can foster some dialogue and innovation in developing these ethical AI standards. Great. So what I'll say is that this AI has become some ecosystem, and we must recognize their responsibilities and engage actively in promoting accountability. So this shared commitment is crucial for ensuring that AI technologies are developed and used ethically, and it's going to foster a future where AI can be and where AI can enhance some societal well-being and contribute to the Commonwealth's good. So now let's look at some few ethical considerations. We have fairness, we have transparency, privacy, security, and accountability. So I will say that we need to prioritize these ethical considerations listed here. Okay, see AI not just to be a moral obligation, like don't feel like I need to do it or be here, so I want to do some. Don't think that way. It is necessary to foster some public trust and promote some fairness and ensure that this technology we are using serves the broader interest of society. So by prioritizing these ethical principles I have listed, these 5 principles, stakeholders work together to create an AI landscape that is responsible, just, and aligned with the values of what? Humanity. So my motto is AI for all, no AI for some, and not for some and not for some. No, it should be for all. And while we are using these AI tools, please stay safe. Don't go and give them your data. Some of you, if you are even writing application letter, you go and feed your age, everything into this generative AI tools. You feel like, oh, it's writing for me, so you're happy. You are selling yourself out. And please, let's take care while we are using these AI tools. So we have these proactive measures. So we have detection tools. We have some AI detection tools. We have some regulation we need to, follow. We have some education. So with this stated here, I will try, when our video is being uploaded, I will add these AI detection tools into a link so that you can also go there, because the recorded session will be shared, so that you go there and you try these detection tools and how it's being used, so that you know that this one is directly from AI and those things. Maybe he's saying some false thing about you and the other likes. So while we are taking these proactive measures very serious, it's going to harness some potential for some transformative technology while minimizing some risks. So it's going to foster some culture of responsibility, collaboration, and continuous improvement. And stakeholders can work together to create a safer AI ecosystems that benefits what? Everyone. So all too soon, I'm almost done. So as artificial intelligence, AI, continues to advance and integrate into various facets of society, there is an importance of prioritizing safety and ethical consideration, and is becoming increasingly critical in this sense. So take these proactive measures outlined, such as some rigorous testing, diverse training data, ethical guidelines, and some interdisciplinary collaboration. Okay, take it into consideration. And it's very essential for mitigating risks and ensure that AI technologies serve the common good. So to achieve a safe and responsible AI landscape, it is vital for all stakeholders, including developers, organizations, regulators, and users, to engage in collective effort. So this shared responsibility fosters an environment where accountability, transparency, and fairness are what? Upheld. So you can educate users, or you can educate your friend. Now I'm educating you. You can go and educate your friend that this is what I joined GI-KACE webinar. This is what they said about this use of these AI systems. You can educate your friends. You can educate your family members, your colleague workers, that this AI tool, though, is doing as good, you should be careful not to feed our personal data to them, not to do this, not to do that. You have to be careful. So the future of AI should be characterized by its alignment with human values and societal needs. So as we navigate the complexities of challenges of AI development, we need to take up these proactive steps, and it's going to ensure that AI technologies are only innovative and efficient, but also it is very ethical and beneficial for all. And we are going to embrace this commitment to safety and ethics. And it's going to pave a way for a future where AI empowers individuals and communities while contributing positively to the broader society. Thank you all for joining GI-KACE Tech Webinar. Your questions are welcome. Thank you very much. Hello. So I have this question on my table, and it's very interesting. So Kwame Lab says AI process data. He's wondering what does it mean and how does it do? So if you talk about AI processing data, it simply means that it's going to analyze and interpret some deriving insights using some algorithms and machine learning models. So that is what this AI processing data simply means. But how AI process data? Yeah, data. So how do you gather data? So you pick some data, you do some data collection, and then you come and do pre-processing. You do feature extraction. So this is how AI processes data. We do some data collection bits, and then we process the data, or what we call the pre-processing. We do some feature extraction, we do some model training, and we do some interference and decision making. So basically, Kwame Lab, this is how this AI, process data. But this is what some non-technical people who have joined us wouldn't understand unless you take up an AI course and you'll be run through all this process, and you're going to see how powerful these things work out. So thank you, Kwame Love. So please, I'm waiting for questions.
Okay, so there's another question here which says, what about if the question is from Frank? So he's asking, what about if you have already feeded some vital information in the AI system? Can you delete them?
Okay. Oh, Frank, so sorry that you fed this personal data of yours to this AI system. It cannot be deleted because you are working on the internet. There is a saying that the internet never forgets, right? So now, since we didn't know these things, we fed some information to this AI too. It depends on the system. Maybe pray that their database server gets, they lose some amount of data. If not, deleting it would be very difficult. But try and be guided by these principles. Thank you.
Okay, so there's another question coming from Jemolag Arinose. So he's asking, is there a data hub that houses all the data across the globe?
Oh, okay. This question, I've thought of it. By my research, they have, but it's not single. It's not single. They have, but it's not single. Okay, so there isn't a single data hub that houses all the world's data. Okay, but there are major global data centers and repositories. Even when you come to the ministries, NITA have a data center. Okay, so it has every data being saved there. Okay, good. We have other data centers. I know some of you have heard about the Google Cloud, AWS, Microsoft Azure. So these are some data centers we access via the internet, right? Good. So there isn't a single data hub. So we call something prompt engineering. So
So Joseph Dankwa is also asking a question which says that how is the AI able to streamline your question to a specific question? And can you create AI language in all the languages, and how is it created?
Okay, so let me take the first question. So someone is asking how we can, streamline some questions. Okay, so we call something prompt engineering with the use of AI. So with these generative AI tools, we have some prompt engineering. So the kind of question you want to, use, or maybe you want to ask some question, you can, prompt the AI tool you are using to do this, do that, or that, and it's going to get you the exact thing you need. Okay, the exact thing you need. So we call something prompt engineering. You need to type as you are communicating with the AI. Maybe this is what I want to do, and please get me the what answer to that. And the second question is, can you create AI language in all the languages? This is very technical. So that's why I'm saying that this is a webinar. We are going to stay informed on how we can, stay safe with the use of these AI tools. So I will say that yes, AI can be developed to support multiple languages, but with here how I'm going to show you, I can't say it's theoretically here. We need it to be done practically. So when we are having our AI course here, I would love to see you join our course. Whether you see Microsoft AI or you see any AI, you can come and join. So with that one, we are going to look at how we can, build that.
Okay, so this our last question for today, and it's coming from Harry Kwajopo, and it says that can you create your own AI tool which can be localized?
Hello. Yes, you can create your own AI tool and localize it specific to your language. So now we have these people online. They are group of students who have joined together and they've built this AI tool, and they've localized it to local languages. I wanted to find their name, and you people, you go and search for them. So with the building, that said, if you want to know how we can build it, you need to join us. You need to join us so that we can, you can learn how to, build your own AI tool and localize it. You can join us in one of our courses, and I'll, take you through on how you can also do that. So you can do it. You can build your own AI tool and localize it. But I wanted to get you the people who build the in Ghana here. I've forgotten their name, but I'll get you the name soon. So I'm doing a quick search and get you the name. Hello, that's a very good question from Robert Labi. So I would say that this AI, hasn't been synchronized. Okay, it hasn't, but we can have some platforms where they are interconnected. Okay, so it can be like consuming their APIs and stuffs. So it hasn't been synchronized. Okay, so that's a brief response I can give you. Thank you.
So thank you all for our cherished listeners for taking your time out of your busy schedule to join our tech webinar series here at the Kofi Annan ICT Center. We are so grateful. And don't forget to join us on or follow us on all our social media handles for more exciting tech webinar series. And when you come to Kofi Annan ICT Center, we have a whole lot of IT courses that we do. We have the network information security. We have the office application, sorry. And we have the professional certificates in cyber attack and preventive techniques. We have the CISA information system auditor. We also have the diploma in business computing. We have data analytics with Power BI. Cisco Certified Network Associate, and we also have the certificate in software development. We have a whole lot of courses. So if you want to venture into IT, look no other than the Kofi Annan ICT Center. Just pass by our office and we'll take you through to all the courses that you would want to take in IT.
Right. So thank you, Tina, for giving us this brief, giving us a summary of the courses we do here. Now, let me just add that the GI-KACE or Kofi Annan ICT Center webinar series is a corporate social responsibility initiative that we carry out here at Kofi Annan so that we get to teach people certain aspects of ICT for free. I'll advise everybody who joined today that you continue to join every time. Now you can tell your friend to also tell a friend who missed and would want to, learn, irrespective of the fact that they lost, that we always record our webinar series and then we upload them so that, personally, people can continue to learn at their free time. So this particular session by our lecturer, Prescott Nyamekye, is recorded and is going to be shared on our social media platforms, and an email will be sent to all of us who are on here so that we can all watch. Now, if you go on our YouTube channel, I'm going to share our handles. If you go on our YouTube channel, we have all the webinar series that we have done since we started this initiative up there, uploaded there, that you can continue to learn, sit at home and learn. But what we do is that we can't use an hour and a half to teach you everything. And so, like my colleague Tina said, after this, there's no video. Okay, so like I was saying, we can't teach you everything about the topics that we discuss here in an hour and a half. So what we do is to give you an introduction and an in-depth information into what we do here. And so if you are interested in taking it further, walk into our office, register, and then take part in our courses. And I must say that we here at Kofi Annan, we pride ourselves that we teach using the hands-on technique, where we don't just teach you, but we teach you practically so that before you leave, you will know what you want. So to continue enjoying our free initiatives, seminars, webinars, trainings, follow us on our social media handles. For example, when you go on Facebook, just type Kofi Annan ICT and you will see our Facebook account. Just follow and then continue to interact with us. We always update our public on the next session or the next topic that we'll do a webinar on. We also put across all the courses that we do, and then including the free ones and the paid ones. That is one. If you go on TikTok, it is Kofi Annan ICT Kofi Annan ICT. Follow us on TikTok. If you go on Instagram, it's the same name, Kofi Annan ICT. If you go on X, formerly known as Twitter, it is Kofi Annan ICT. On Thread, same, Kofi Annan ICT. On YouTube, it is Kofi Annan ICT, and that is where we have most of our videos from our webinars and everything. We also have them on Facebook as well. On LinkedIn, just look for AITI-KACE or Kofi Annan ICT. You will still find us on all these social media channels. Please make it a point to follow us on social media for more exciting webinar series and courses in ICT, because where the world is going, everybody is required to have a digital skill on an ICT, what do you call it, training in a particular field or the other. Thank you all for joining, and we will see you another time. Goodbye.